What's up everyone? I hope you're all doing well. I already see someone in the live chat. Hello Ronnie. Hello Ronnie, I don't know why I said it like that. As usual, if anyone's in the live chat and can just confirm that the sound is good, so we can just dive into the live stream. And of course, if you do have some people in the live chat, as I just said, I hope that everyone had a great weekend. So, I don't think we'll get someone in the live chat right now. Okay, so I think I'll just dive into it. We have pretty interesting setups this week, especially for myself since I've actually started trading altcoins again for the first time in a very long time, honestly. And I do think that we have extremely strong setups coming up. Hello Jean-Pierre, I hope you're doing well. It's nice to see you. Hope you had a great weekend. So with that said, let's just dive right into it. I'm pretty freaking tired. So on Bitcoin, I guess you're all aware of the levels right now, but what I want to do first before I do a quick recap on what could happen this week in my opinion, I just want to cover the Elliott wave count, which should be on this chart. Yep, it's on this chart. Okay. So I can remove this. This was done a long time ago. So for the Elliott wave count, I think it's very important to keep this one in mind just for overall context. And the last time we updated it, I think maybe it was somewhere around here, I forgot. But we had two counts. We had either, let me go back and log, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, in which case this could be a wave 2, which could get us to much lower prices, of course. But the second one was that this was an extension and you had a 1 2 1 2 1 2, in which case this wave 2 in this case is probably done and you can expect higher prices and a new all-time high. So for the bullish count, I don't think I need to cover it because we all know what happened on this low, right? You had this daily imbalance which you rejected, and I did an update on Tuesday the 8th of April. I believe that's when I did the YouTube update. We said that this was very bullish, and I told you to focus on long positions and to focus on day trades that had the potential to turn into swing trades. So that's what happened right there. Pretty easy. You reject the daily imbalance and you go higher. But what I want to do right now very quickly is just tell you that you have to be aware of the bearish count, because again, it is very possible that price has completed a 5-wave move, and this could very easily be, which actually looks decent in my opinion, this could be a wave A. Personally, I think I would end it here. This is some sort of a flat, so this would be your wave B, and then it could end, for example, at this daily imbalance, and then you will drop down in a wave C to complete the wave 2, and this could of course push you much lower. It really depends as usual on market sentiment, on the levels, and on the news, but A, B, C for a wave 2, so you have one more job coming, which I do think is possible. Okay, so I'm not super bullish right there, but I'm not bearish either. I prefer to stay neutral and to just trade levels one level at a time. So with that said, okay, just keep it in mind. I think that this Elliott wave count does look good. You could have an A, a B, a C, which gets you lower. This would be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, correction in a wave 2, and then you will have a massive wave 3 incoming. Okay. For the bullish count, again, we all know what happened on this low. I talked about it on the 8th of April. And that should be it for the Elliott wave count. With that said, back to the levels. What could happen this week in my opinion? Well, the first thing that you note is that we have not only two daily imbalances, but we have a third one at the highs. And if you remember, I did do a YouTube update right there where I told you to be aware of a failed auction above $95,000. Personally, I did take the short, but actually closed it. It was on the 30 minutes. I took it right there on this wick and closed it when I saw this pump. I didn't really like it. And even though I did close my short near the highs, I can show you it was this position, right? Pretty much $95,000 was the opening price, and I closed it as at 95.5. I was definitely a bit impatient, but with that said, I don't really like that high. So yes, even though I've left some profits on the table, I don't really mind it. But again, we have a daily imbalance at the highs. You took this liquidity, but to me this short was a bit too easy in case this was a high time frame high and Bitcoin does want to drop lower. So this week I'll make it very quick on Bitcoin. We have this support area below us, 88.5, 87.5, and we just have this second one that you also have to be aware of. Let's put it like this. Let me check something quickly. Nope, that's how I want to put it for now. So this would be your first support area on Bitcoin. But with that said, the reason that personally I'm very excited for this week is because I didn't think I would ever say this, but I don't think I'll be very interested in trading Bitcoin. Okay. I have got a very nice long at $84,000, but honestly, again, as shared in the Discord, I have started to trade altcoins, and well, I made pretty good returns, even though it's been years since I've traded altcoins, and I just found it more fun, honestly. They have respected imbalances insanely well, so this week, I think what I want to do is keep an eye on Bitcoin. If I see easy trades, I will take them because Bitcoin does remain my bread and butter. But it's been a bit annoying on this uptrend. These ugly lows, I didn't like them. So again, I'll keep an eye on Bitcoin, but I don't think that I'll be interested in trading it. Very quickly, if I want to outline a scenario, probably drop first. I would like to see a drop to start the week. So it could be on this level, or of course, let's say 88.5, and then I would like to see a bounce for a fill of the daily imbalance. Let's go back on the daily. As you all know, $98,000. Okay, so this would be my overall bias on Bitcoin. It would be a drop to start the week and then a pump into $98,000. And from there, if we have great reactions, of course, then this can offer very good short positions for a bigger reversal to the downside. Okay. So this would be my first scenario, and then of course if you break this area, let me just remove that. So then, if you break this area, of course this would be your second scenario. So a drop into this level for a bounce back at $98,000, and then potentially a reversal to the downside. Okay, so my bias, again, one last time, I would like to see a drop first to then see the bounce. I really want to see the fill of this daily imbalance, which is also a 12-hour imbalance, as you can see. And I think that's it for Bitcoin. Pretty simple. But what I want to do is dive into some altcoins. And the one that I want to focus on this week is the one that I traded this week, actually. You can go back into the Discord. Right, it was CRV. I'll show you the setup, why I long pretty much the exact low. This is a 30 minutes chart. Took profits here, and then we got a rejection there. I took more profits, and now I'm pretty sure that I got stopped out of my long position. So this is CRV. I want to focus on this coin. I will explain why just now. Let's go on the chart. I have a question for you guys. Do we have anyone in the live chat? We do. Okay. So, what is the first thing that you see on CRV? Can anyone in the live chat try to answer this question? Jean-Pierre, maybe. I know you try to trade imbalances a lot. What do you see on the daily chart? Which is to me insanely important. I'll give you 10 seconds so I can drink a bit of water. Okay, so we don't have an answer, not a problem. But to me, what's super interesting on CRV is that you can see that this is the last daily imbalance that was to be filled. You had this one which was filled, and then you can see above you don't have any more daily imbalances. That's why, as you can see, this daily imbalance has offered massive resistance on CRV. But what this means, in my opinion, is that if you now break above these highs, so above this daily imbalance, in my opinion, this could bring a massive squeeze on CRV. And honestly, I do believe that it can break back above this high at 1.33. Okay, we can look at the pivots as well. I want to look at the quarterly pivots. This would be my first target. Where do they come in? Oh, it's been tapped already, actually, the quarterly. Not a problem. What about the yearly? It's also been tapped. So I can't use the pivots as a confidence for higher prices. Kind of unfortunate, honestly. I did believe that the pivots would be a bit higher, but again, not a problem. Imbalance theory. This is the last imbalance to break. If you break it, this could bring us a massive move to the upside. So that's why I'm interested in trading. Okay. So let's go on the weekly. Yeah, you can see we don't have any weekly imbalance as well, and we do have pretty big wicks that I don't like. Daily we just saw 12-hour. Yeah. I do believe that CRV could squeeze. And very quickly, by the way, the long that I took, again, super simple imbalances. You on the hourly, what do you have? You have an imbalance, you come down, you fill it, you get the reaction, and this is where I open my long position. You can see you had a very nice bounce, but unfortunately it failed to break above these highs. And right now, with the move back down, I do believe that this could bring us lower prices on CRV. So what levels do we have? You can see I already have an alert from before, 0.46 daily imbalance, 12-hour imbalance, and is it a 4-hour imbalance? No, it's not, but we have a daily and a 4-hour. So I would have two areas that I want to be aware of on CRV. The first one would be this liquidity, because this wick, for example, somewhere around there could offer a bit of support. So I do want to move my alert up. I'll put it at 0.5. Okay. And this will be the coin that I'm interested in trading this week. 0.5, okay. With that said, CRV, again, this is the last daily imbalance, extremely important to note. So if we can get the drop, let's go on the 12-hour. If we can get the drop on CRV, I would love to get 0.46. If we can get this drop, right? And you see, for example, Bitcoin holding important support, and even if it doesn't, if Bitcoin isn't crashing and losing major levels, I will be interested in longing CRV, and I do believe that we could get a massive reversal to the upside. As I said, I actually don't think that it's impossible for it to take this high at $1.3. Okay, so that's why I'm very interested in trading CRV. I did talk about this coin in our last live. I did tell you that I want to keep an eye on it. My view hasn't changed. So first level would be around 0.5, which is a psychological level. Okay, so if you drop into it, you have imbalances, you get reactions. I will open along. A bit lower, we have this more interesting area, which could also offer a very nice long position. So that's mainly it for CRV. Again, the reason that not that I don't want to trade Bitcoin, but I don't think that I'll be trading Bitcoin, is because I do want to focus on altcoins. I think we have very interesting setups coming up. Okay, so that's it for CRV. We can look at Ethereum as well. Ethereum has done a very good job at moving higher. Probably you probably want to look for higher on Ethereum. Daily imbalance up there, by the way, of daily imbalance, just be aware of this, and you have a second one up there, but I think the bigger level will be that one. And remember what I told you before, I do believe that Ethereum will take this quarterly pivot at 2.3k. So look for higher on Ethereum. Interesting setup will be this one first, okay? So if you can drop into this level, I think I shared this one inside the Discord, or was it on YouTube? I forgot, but I did share this this level around 1700. If you drop a bit lower, of course, same logic, just be aware of 1630, which could also offer the bounce to the upside. So right there, Ethereum, just be aware of two levels. First one and second one, if you're interested in trading Ethereum, just keep an eye on these levels in case you get reactions. Solana, I mean, it's bounced big time off our support that we shared a couple of live streams ago, $100. You can see Solana, by the way, as well, perfect fill of the 4-hour imbalance to the dollar pretty much, and then you got a continuation to the upside. Right there, the exact same thing, 4-hour imbalance, you fill it, it offers support, and you get reversal to the upside. So when looking at these moves, this is why I said at the start of the stream that I don't know if I'll be trading Bitcoin, just because by looking at altcoins, I mean, they're just offering cleaner setups. You can see twice on Solana, 4-hour imbalance, you fill it, you go higher. 4-hour imbalance, you fill it, you go higher. CRV, as I just showed you, I took this trade. Hourly imbalance, you jump into it, you fill it, you get the reaction. I took the long position, and you get the reversal to the upside. Bitcoin is simply not offering these clean fills of imbalances, so that's why it's being, like, again, even though I'm in a long position on Bitcoin, it's just been a bit annoying to me. And I do believe that altcoins have big potentials this week, okay, especially CRV. These will be my levels below 0.5 and then 0.45. I will be very interested in these two levels. So I think that's it, right? I don't know if I've missed anything. Bitcoin, you have two levels below us. This one probably is more interesting, 88.5, even though it's an area. First level could be this, right? You get a reversal to the upside, and then the potential rejection. If you drop lower, same thing, look for a bounce, and then we can look for a rejection as well. So that's overall what I would look for on Bitcoin. Personally, this week, I do want to keep an eye on CRV. I think that this can offer a very nice long position for a reversal higher. Okay. So with that said, as usual, do you guys have any questions? Head and shoulders. Oh, okay. Which partially filled imbalance at the low? This was your answer. Yeah, you know, this is indeed what I'm looking for at on CRV. It's this partially filled imbalance. I don't know if you'll reach it. Of course, if we do, this will be an amazing trade, but I do want to be aware of that wick first, which could offer support. Okay, so this wick could offer support in this one. So 0.5 would be my first level. If we lose it, I would love to get a long opportunity around 0.45. So this would be CRV, okay? Thing like this, right? You can have this one. This would be my first setup. Actually, that would be my first setup, and this would be my second setup. So it just depends what Bitcoin is doing, what reactions do you have. I can remove this level now. I don't think it's interesting. But again, I was talking about how altcoins are trading a bit better than Bitcoin. Again, you can see CRV, daily imbalance. It's been offering a lot of resistance. So altcoins are following imbalances very well. Okay, DayGB. We can look at the GB. Oh, I already looked at it before. But that was, yeah, so this looks like it was on a Sunday live. That was exactly 1 month ago. We had this week, I guess, yeah, down there. Probably we had a weekly imbalance, right? Yeah, we had a weekly. So day GB, well, I'll remove this. Didn't play out, unfortunately. But, you know, I think that I don't really like these lows on this coin, right? So you have, this could be seen as a triangle. Okay, and you have a second level now. So what people probably will be looking at now is a triangle, and usually what I like to look for are fake outs. So maybe they will look at it like that, and then you have an ascending triangle. So if you get a drop, this level does looks nice, fake out of the triangle, and then a reversal higher. So 0.00813. This looks like an interesting level on this coin. Is it a daily as well? It's a daily as well, which is very nice to see. Do we have 4-hour confluence as well? That would be perfect. We don't really, but we do because it's still a large bodied bullish candle, so still fits in the logic of imbalances. But you have the daily, you have the 12-hour, you have a nice triangle forming, and usually how these play out is you get a fake out. In this case, I would look for a fake out below, since I'm looking for a drop on CRV, on Bitcoin, and so on. Drop into this level, you see the reaction, and this can offer a nice reversal to the upside. Target remains the same. That was a daily. Yeah, that was a daily. So you have a partially filled daily imbalance at the highs, plus not really a triple top, but I'm not a fan of these highs, so probably your target will be this, right? Can look for a very nice trade like this, 10-1. This, I think, honestly, I think that looks good on the GB. Interesting coin. Yeah, I don't mind it actually. I'm gonna put an alert right there just to keep an eye on it for myself. Alert. Yeah. Okay, so that's the GB for you. Of course, no limit orders, especially for myself. I will only trade this level if I'm not in a long on CRV already, and maybe even if I'm trading CRV. If I love the reaction down there, I will probably be opening a long position as well. But right now, I just really like the look of CRV. I'm gonna go back to it. Yeah. The last daily imbalance. You clear this one, you will have, in my opinion, a very big squeeze to the upside, and a very big one. So that's why I want to keep an eye on this coin. And also, like, it's been very strong since pretty much since March. So technically well traded coin. Yeah, I like it. So do we have any other questions? This is it for me. If you don't have any other questions, I can still look. XRP, I do believe that XRP will reach that area. Yeah, daily. Yeah. Where's the anchored view up coming in on this one? So maybe it will catch up. I will keep an eye on this anchored view up. CRV, actually, let me see if I can find any more confluence. This one will be a bit high, yeah. Not a fan of this one. So how about we look at the volume profile? This would be a range. Okay, we have the point of control right there. I'll keep an eye on this. Yeah, I'm fine with these levels right now. Okay, so that's it. Link, by the way, again, all of these levels were shared in previous live streams. Link $10. I told you multiple times to be aware of this area. You can see it held beautifully. Offer the bounce. CRV, I didn't have one. Litecoin, we had this one. XRP 1.65. Solana $100. So pretty much every single coin has held beautiful support except Ethereum. The only altcoin that I was looking to trade at the time didn't reach it, and I had another support somewhere around there which didn't get respected super well. Okay. So, any other questions? No more questions, just patient for the imbalances course. It's coming out very soon. I've been a bit slower than I would have liked, honestly, but again, coming out very soon. And from my side also, I'm super excited to release it because, well, I love my indicator, right? I've worked on it a lot. So if you don't have any more questions, I guess that's it for this live. Quick recap as usual. I would look for a job first on Bitcoin. I haven't said this yet, but if we do go up first, I think that would be in a way more bearish, but in another way more bullish. Why? More bearish because this could offer a bigger drop to the downside, but more bullish because now if you do get a bounce, you have already filled this daily imbalance, which means that personally I would look for higher prices, and for example this imbalance around $103,000. So going up first could offer a nice short position. If you get the drop, again reactions, this could offer a nice long position to take prices higher. On the other hand, drop first, up, down. I would like the scenario to play out, maybe a bit of chop on Bitcoin while altcoins kind of find their footing. Ethereum, we have two levels below us, 1700, 1630. I won't be interested in trading Ethereum. Solana, I don't see any super interesting level on Solana, honestly. I mean, it's just been a very impulsive bounce since that low. XRP, I would just be aware of it, but again, I'm not sure if I want to trade XRP. The coin that I'm interested in trading will be CRV. We have two levels, 0.5, 0.46. Drop into them. With imbalances, got the right reactions. I will be very interested in opening long positions because the last daily imbalance has been filled. So if you move higher, this can offer us a very big squeeze to the upside. I would be aiming for the $1 psychological level first. If you clear it, probably look for these highs. Okay, everyone. So have a nice evening. Hopefully we'll have a profitable week ahead. As usual, yes, I will do my best to send good levels inside the Discord. I'm very excited to be trading altcoins again. I have had pretty good gains, especially on CRV. I did also trade another coin, which I did send in the general. It was also a pretty big trade. I believe I made over 120% on this one, I believe I made. So I've had a pretty good week trading altcoins, which is why I want to do it again this week. I will keep an eye on Bitcoin, but might be a bit less interested in trading it. I'll keep a closer eye on altcoins. If you reach big levels, I think these can offer very good long positions. So as usual, thank you everyone for joining the live and for sending questions in the live chat. I hope you have a great evening as well. I will tell you good night and see you all tomorrow inside the